Have you ever struggled with your sense of worth or your sense of identity? I know I have, which is why I chose the book Purpose Not Perfection by Amy Chase for this presentation. The purpose of my presentation is to provide you all with 3 concepts I found most valuable from my book in improving areas of my life. 2 concepts that relate to the course of my book are self-concept and maladaptive emotions. As for self-concept, the book provides me with several prompts dealing with self-concept that require me to list qualities about myself that I like and dislike, as well as things I may not like about myself that I think need fixing that may not actually need to be fixed. As for maladaptive emotions, the book requires me to fill out many prompts listing emotions I feel throughout the day that are either productive or harmful, and listing the emotions I feel during certain situations. So first, I will discuss the concept of having a positive attitude. Next, I will talk about tips I learned on how to listen better. Then I will explain the technique of how to handle mistakes and criticism. Lastly, I will go into the concepts I integrated into my life, how I integrated them, and how much success I had doing so. One method of achieving a positive attitude is choosing the right thoughts. This sounds difficult, however, the truth is your reality can be changed by the way you think. Dale Carnegie, author of the book The Leader in You, said that, quote, "Mental attitude, the power we hold in our heads, the way reality can be changed dramatically by a single solitary thought." End quote. Essentially, if you think happy thoughts, you will be happy. If you think angry thoughts, you will be angry. If you think sad thoughts, you will be sad. So, if you are happy, you will be surrounded by other people who are happy, which in turn can cause you to have a better outlook on life and enriched relationships. Referring back to Carnegie's quote, another facet of thinking positively is your mental attitude. You have to make it a deliberate and conscious priority every day when you get out of bed in the morning that you're going to have a good day. Otherwise, you won't. Speaking of the people around you, another way to gain a positive attitude is controlling how you react to outside influences. Contrary to what people believe, outside influences does not determine your personal happiness, but how you react to those outside influences determines your happiness. One way to handle uncontrollable external influences is humor. Humor is vital in understanding perspective. Stanley R. Welty Jr., president of the Worcester Bush Company, stated, quote, "Keep it in perspective. When things don't seem to be going well, relax, take your time. Think about what's going on and your reaction to it. Tell yourself, back up 10 yards and see how we go at the next play. There are going to be 100 things throughout the day that make you irritated or worry you. Don't let it. Change the way you think about things and put it into perspective." The next concept I learned from the book is being a better listener. Why is it important to be a better listener? Well, for one, you will learn so many new things. Nobody ever learns anything by talking, but by listening. Richard C. Boudleau, Director of Quality of Motorola, said, "You have to be able to turn off your transmitter and listen, put the receiver on, and let other people articulate ideas and nurture them." Another reason why listening is important is it's our way of showing respect to other people. If you listen to someone with skill, you're telling that person that you care, that what they think and what they do is important to you. Another benefit of listening better is it will give you a lot of success. So important listening skills is important for a job interview or breaking up a conflict between friends or landing a second date with someone you like. Another way to be a better listener is you have to visually express genuine interest. One way to do this is by having strong, unwavering eye contact. Another way is body language. Don't slouch or have bad posture. You should sit up in an upright position and lean your body towards the speaker so that they know that you're listening intently and not being distracted. The truth is that most people are not interested in other people, but they're interested in themselves. And most people like to be listened to. Another aspect of the book that I found valuable was how to handle criticism and mistakes. The first thing is to admit your own mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes in life and nobody is perfect. Fred Sievert, the CEO of the New York Life Insurance Company, advises, "Setting the example is very important. You can expect from others what you are not willing to expect from yourself." This is very true. If you admit your own mistakes, you're letting the other people around you become comfortable and see you as humble with dignity. Another way is to think twice before you criticize someone. If someone is already aware of their wrongdoings, yelling at them again over and over is only going to make things worse. The worst thing you can do in a crisis is point your finger at everyone else to blame instead of looking inside yourself and seeing what you could do better. The real goal is to improve the situation, not yell at them. This brings us to constructive criticism. So the first way to achieve good constructive criticism is create a receptive environment where the other person will feel comfortable explaining to you their struggles. Like Mary Poppins says, quote, "A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down," end quote. So know what to avoid, don't shout, don't belittle them. Have a positive attitude, focus on all the good that they do. And as for concepts I integrated into my life from the book and how I did and the success I had, first I integrated positive attitude. I've been trying to focus on all the good in my life instead of the bad. And this is semi-successful because it is very hard to change your own thoughts and the way you think. But I'm working on it in therapy and in this book, this journal, I'm doing prompts. So I've been semi-successful at that. Another thing is being a better listener, which I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to do more eye contact with people and not getting distracted by my phone, which is really hard because I have ADHD and social anxiety. So that's extremely difficult, but I'm trying to be better at that because I know it'll bring me a lot of success if I achieve that. Another concept that I've taken from the book is handling conflict. I've been trying to take deep breaths when I'm in an argument with someone and think of my words before I say them and if they're just harmful or if they're going to be actually productive. And I've been pretty successful at that, actually. I've been trying to not be so rude all the time. So in conclusion, I talked about having a positive attitude, like choosing the right thoughts, being a better listener, like doing good eye contact and body language. And lastly, I talked about handling mistakes and conflict, which is admitting your own mistakes and doing constructive criticism. And in conclusion, I hope you take away some of the important things that I take away from this book, and I hope it will help you in discovering your sense of identity and self-worth. Thank you.